Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Yes, we have come up with the plan to how to score 60 plus in paper 4. Many of you are requesting to upload us, so we are going to do it. And in this video, I will not only tell you to score 60, I will tell you how to score 70 plus. What chapter given a first priority? What is the possibility of the testing? Because this paper is a scoring paper in your CA foundation level. Okay. One of the scoring paper, and you can save the time so much in examination also. 2 hours is not even required for your examination. Maximum 1 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes is more than sufficient for to write this exam. Okay. So in this economics, everything is based on the concepts what you have understood. So basically, it is divided into two, 4A and 4B, guys. In this, economics will come for 60 marks and BCK will come for 40 marks. It is comprises of total 11 chapter, 6:5 is the ratio. That is 5:6 is the ratio. But what has actually happened in examination is sometimes they may ask 64 questions also, remaining 36 from BCK. This may also happen. Okay. We could not exactly assure that they will ask 40 marks from it, 60 marks from it. Okay. So basically, we will believe on this 60-40 criteria, but we will prepare for any scenario also. First, getting into the thing, which is economics chapter 1. In this chapter 1 and chapter 5, that is business cycle. Chapter 1 to 4 will come in microeconomics. Chapter 5 will come at macroeconomics. So it is not even connected to chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, but you need to know some basics. So what you can do, first prepare chapter 1, then prepare chapter 5 immediately to assure you 8 to 10 marks from this chapter and 8 to 10 marks from this chapter. Okay, in business cycle, in at the last of the page, last of the syllabus, you will have a author's name. What's computer has given, what is a different authors has different produced different theories of business cycle. No, that you can study. And chapter 1, nature and scope of economics, it is basically capitalism, socialism, and that's a thing will come. Okay, capitalism, socialism will come, and capitalist economy, socialist economy will come, mixed economy will come. Okay, these are the basic things which you need to remember. And other normative economics, positive economics, may that two questions any one will come in your examination. Okay, these are the basic things which you need to recall. Okay, then you will immediately go to prepare BCK. Once you prepare with this and secure your 20 marks, that is 16 to 20 marks is from 1 and 5 chapters. That is first chapter and fifth chapter. Then immediately when you go for BCK, this BCK, if you tell, you need to prepare very easily and it is also easily achievable. One more thing is, first we will start with an introduction part. Again, it is based on types of organization, company, partnership, sole proprietorship, LLP. Okay, and it is along with economic activities and non-economic activities. These are the major two things which you are having in this, and you may expect 3 to 4 questions from this only. Because it is an introduction, you could not expect so many questions from this chapter. It is not assumed that 40 divided by 6, which will gives you 8 marks from 6 to 8 marks from each and every chapter. It will not work. Okay, so 3 to 4 marks will only be tested on BCK majorly, approximately. So you can prepare this as a first scenario to know what is there in the BCK. Then immediately you should prepare chapter 4. That is government policies of business growth. That is liberalization, LPG, not liquefied petroleum gas. It is what? Liberalization, privatization, and globalization, and last end of the page, you have something known as proceed with caution and different responsive we have that you need to study. Okay, you may expect this question from it. In chapter number 4, you need to study the 4.1.3, that is macro policy indicators and business conditions, that is regarding what is the direction it will goes, GDP rising, what will happen, inflation is rising, what will happen, if inflation is moderate, what will happen, everything you need to study. That's the first point you need to study. Then you have a types of government policies. That's a major thing. You may expect 2 questions from it. That is protective policy, restrictive policy, regulative policy, facilitative and developmental policy. From this 4, you may expect any 1 question or 2 questions from it. Then liberalization, privatization, you need to thoroughly read it. And one more most important thing is under the privatization, you have 4 Ds. What are the 4 Ds? That is delegation, disbursement, displacement, and disinvestment. In this 4, you may expect 2 questions. From this 4 only, you may expect 2 questions. So make sure you are preparing. And from foreign FDI, that percentage, 26%, 49%, and 51% for some sectors. And what are the sectors will comes to government route as well as automatic route. There are 2 types of routes. And this what is atomic energy? You may get the question by way of odd one out question. Like this, they may be tested. And foreign institutional investors, and you may get a few questions from investment from India abroad, that is OFDI. Okay, basically whatever the topics you are given in the study material in chapter 4, each topics will carry 1 marks. Some topics will carry extra 2 marks, so you can easily prepare and you can prepare this chapter 4. Then after some point of time, we will go to chapter 5 immediately. Under the chapter 5, you may, that is regarding the organization facilitating the business. Under this organization facilitating the business is basically 2 non-funding institution and funding institution. Because first if you take, and one more thing under the non-funding and funding. Funding, they may say it is only NABARD. Okay. In NABARD, they may have an option to test you. They will test you based on the NABARD basically, but before that, they will give you some theory on funding institutions, correct? That is Indian development banks, when the banks are developed, IFCS when developed, ICICI is when developed, what is the date, how it will work, everything they will give. Based on that, you may get 1 question. Believe me, on the examination day, when you visualize your question paper, at that time, you will recall this video, you will recall the Hari Academy and me. Okay, so make sure you are preparing everything, and each and every subheading I am bifurcating the marks for you. Then based on the NABARD, they have given some 10 to 10 points they have given. Based on the 10 points, they may ask you 1 question. Okay. That's a basic thing from funding institution you may expect. And after the non-funding institution, at the last before NABARD, they will give 1 difference charts between all those 4 things. You may finally revise that. Okay, you may finally revise that. And most importantly, if there is any section number in IRDA Act, any CCA Act, is there any section number? Kindly recall those section numbers and years. If you forgot it, write it, mark it at some point of the page. Basically, what I will do when I prepare, I will write it in the first page of the book or first page of my notes to remember easily. Okay, then how the CCA has developed, CCA before what it is, because CCA Act 2002 is not directly come. Before that, they have many acts and they have repealed it and they have come to the CCA Act. So remember those things also. Regarding the SEBI, basically you have done it in your 11th and 12th itself regarding about the SEBI. SEBI, you need to remember wherever the board of members, that is consist of board of members, chairpersons will come. Remember those, you may get a direct question from it. Okay, once you prepare this 5th chapter, you will go to chapter 2, that is business environment. That is basically a base for your CA inter strategic management. Basically, this comes from chapter 2 majorly. So what you can do, you will spend a lot of time to analyze what is SWOT analysis, what is pestle analysis. Okay, each and every topic minutely and in-depthly you need to study under this topic. Regarding the weightage criteria, I forgot to tell for chapter 4 and 5, put together you may expect 10 marks. 10 to 12 marks you may expect. Okay, and chapter 2 alone, you may expect 8 to 12 marks. Chapter 2 alone, you may expect 8 to 12 marks. Okay, then once you are done with chapter 2, business environment, you will come back because I'm not going to tell anything important in business environment because whatever is there in the material, you need to study for chapter 2. Okay, then chapter 6, you will come. Okay, common business terminologies. Okay, in this terminologies, understand the most important key terms. Okay, that's are the most important thing which you need to remember. Basically, what there will be the option of testing in your examination. First thing you need to remember under this finance and stock market terminology is just quickly I will just go through it. Just take your notebooks and just underline it. It will be give you a good grip on the concepts. One is arbitrage, then ask or offer, bond, book value, break even point, base price, basket trading, bear market, badla, blue chip, beta, bid, broker or brokerage firm, business day, bonus, book closure, business risk, call option, capital budgeting, capital gains yield, commercial paper, convertible securities, consolidation, defensive stock, derivatives, diversification, exchange rate, hedge, holding period, index, initial public offering IPO, internet trading, limit order, list stocks, market capitalization, OTM, out of the money, one-sided market, then mutual fund, portfolio, PE ratio, pre-opening session, put option, risk, strike price, stock split, venture capital, yield, ZCB, that is zero coupon bond. Then regarding marketing terminology, advertisement campaign, after sales service, barrier to entry and exit, benchmarking is the most crucial, brand equity, brand loyalty, and brand recognition. This four should be studied together and understand together. Then business portfolio, buying behavior, competitive advantage, conglomerate diversification is an important thing. Consortium is another important thing. Corporate culture, cross-selling, customer loyalty, customer need, customer satisfaction, customer wants. Like what we have studied in brand, the same thing you need to club together and study. Differentiation, direct marketing, FMCG, forecasting, market development, market entry, market leader, market positioning, market research, market segmentation, market share, market targeting. This 6 to 7 will be clubbed together and you need to study. Then 4 P's, that is marketing mix, mass marketing, merger is an important thing. Merger is most crucial. Mission is most crucial. Niche marketing is most crucial. And or niche marketing. Many of them will tell niche marketing is most crucial. And personal selling, preemptive pricing is another important area to test you. Price discrimination, which you have already studied in economics. Price sensitivity, price skimming should be studied together. Target marketing, telemarketing, test marketing should be studied together. And USP, unique selling proportion, and threats should be studied. Banking terminology, when I quickly go through, it is American depository, accrued interest, accounting balance, accepting house, automated clearing house, automated teller machine, balance transfer, bounce to check. Basis point is the most crucial. Bank rate, bridge financing is the second thing. Then cash reserve, then check, certificate of deposit, debit card, debt settlement, debt repayment, debt recovery should be clubbed and studied together. EMD, earnest money deposit, installment contract, internet banking, mortgage maturity, market value, they should be studied together. And if you want to study, you can study letter of credit. Then you will study PIN, personal identification number. Repo rate is another crucial important thing. What you have studied as a basis point, same thing. Repo rate you will give more important, and reverse repo rate is another most important thing. And then syndicated loan, value at risk, zero balance account, zero down payment mortgage, and wholesale banking. These are the things you need to remember for sure under this banking terminology. And other business terminology, I will quickly go through. One is bankruptcy, another is bottom line, and the next one is corporate governance is a crucial thing. Then coming back, joint and byproducts, then logistics, then mission, merger, privatization is important, returns and risk. Most important is sustainable development. And the next one is triple bottom line is a most important thing. And turnaround is another important vision. You should know the difference between mission and vision. Okay, turnaround is another important thing. These are the things which you need to remember, which are to be studied and which are to be clubbed together and you need to study. For this chapter 6, many of them are feeling difficulty, so that I pointed out everything. In this also, you may get 5 to 6 marks. 5 to 6 marks. And business organization, read like a magazine what you have written. Try to get an information what is there in the material and try to remember the names, years, names of the CEOs or MDs, years, and what is a headquarters. What is a headquarters? You need to remember majorly. And if you try to remember ranks, you can remember the ranks also. In this, you may expect a question from 6 to 10 marks from this chapter also. So make sure you are giving an equal weightage to study each and every chapter. Next, we will come back to, we have left with only the 3 chapters, that is chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4. Basically, it comprises of 3 units, 2 units, and 3 units. In chapter 2, demand and supply, production and cost, differentiation in markets. When I directly jump to differentiation of markets, you need to interpret the diagrams. Diagrams are most important. You need to interpret it. All the diagrams in economics is most important. From diagram based question, from all these 3, you may expect 5 questions from it. Diagram oriented, theory based question. They may not give you directly a diagram, but they will try to explain you what is there happen in the diagram, and you need to visualize it, and you need to draw it, and you need to find it. And then most important thing in the price discrimination of market is monopoly, monopolistic, oligopoly, bimonopoly. There's a different things are there. You need to know what is there, perfect competition is there, and you need to know how to differentiate it, what it will come, what it will not come. Study like this. And when you go to chapter 2, it is demand, consumer behavior, and supply. Consumer behavior you study, you may get 2 marks, 2 questions from that. Demand and minimum 2 to 3 you may expect. When you go for demand and supply, you may expect 5 to 6 questions. When you go for supply, you may again expect 3 to 6 questions you may expect. Okay, basically all these 3 units will club together, will come for 40 to 44 marks. If they have reduced to chapter 1 8 marks and chapter 5 8 marks, it will come only for 44 marks. It will come. If they ask 10 questions, it will only come for 14 marks. So this 3 chapters will decide you whether you are going to score 60 plus or not. Okay, this is a thing you need to study. And under the production and cost, diagrams are more and more crucial from chapter 3 point of view. Okay, long run cost curve and short run cost curve, many curves you are having, production curve you are having. So make sure production possibility curve you are having, indifference point you will having in the entire economic structure. So make sure you are getting those. And one more thing which I want to tell as a secret to you is who define what. Okay, this is a thing nearly 18 to 20 people are have the authors. Okay, from this, who said what, that list we have exclusively prepared. Okay, and we have uploaded in our app, that is in the description below. We have given an app. You can open this app and under the free resources, you will find it one day before your exam. Okay, one day before your exam, that is you are on the mathematics exam, you will the exclusive who define what list will be there. You can download our app in free resources, you will get. Okay, so this is a thing I want to clarify regarding those economics, how you can easily score. So when I try to conclude how you can easily score a 60 plus is chapter 1 and 5 from economics. They are going to test you. Let's say they are going to ask you for 16 marks. Our target is 10. Our target, let's say it's a basic chapter. Our target is 12 marks. When BCK chapter 2, 4, 5, they are going to minimum tested for 20 marks. Minimum they are going to test it for 20 marks. Our target is 15 marks. Even though it is a negative marking paper, you can take a risk and you can easily do everything. Okay, there is no time management specifically for economics because you can easily do it within 2 hours. Okay, but I will give you a time management for paper 3 in upcoming video. Okay, BCK chapter 1, 3, 6. Basically, again, they are going to test you for 20 marks. Here, our target, we will take it as 12 marks because chapter 3 is there. Many of them will be able to remember, many of them will not able to remember. So that's our target by studying BCK and chapter 1 to 5. 1 and 5. Okay, you will get nearly around 39 marks. Approximately, I will make it as an approximation and you will score 40 marks by very easily. I'm not getting full mark I'm putting. I'm just putting half of the mark. Then, when you go for chapter 2, they may test you 16 marks from it. Okay, they may test you 16 to 12 to 16 marks average. Okay, 12 to 16 marks they will test you. What is your target in it? You may score a target of 7 to 10 marks. Basically, 10 marks. Economics chapter 3. Again, it's from 10 to 15 mark range. Okay, or 10 to 15 mark range, 10 to 14 to 15 mark range, it will come. In this, your target is again 7 marks. Chapter 4 will come. Again, it is a weightage of 10 to 12 marks. Okay. So in this, our target is also 5 marks. I'm simply putting 5 marks. What is this total? 22 marks is a total. Okay. I will again approximate to 20 marks. So 40 plus 20, 60 is easily possible by studying these concepts. Okay, so make sure you are following these steps and clear your examination. Thank you. Have a nice day. Do like, share, and subscribe to your friends.